Hello, welcome you all of you once again. The next chapter is study of a chromosome structures, morphology, number and types, and karyotype and ideograms. So we will discuss this into the detail. Historical background of this chromosome structure is Gregor John Mendel. Gregor John Mendel developed the basic idea of the heredity. He developed the basic idea of heredity. He assumed that genetic trait was somehow transmitted from one from parent to offspring in some kind of teeny package. That package was later given the name gene. Earlier it was not known as the gene. The term chromosome was first suggested in 1888 by the German anatonomist Waldeyer, general anatomist Waldeyer. In 1953, the biologist James Watson and English chemist Francis Crick discovered the chemical structure of compound that is known as DNA. That is known as DNA. So, so now it has been well established that chromosome discovered by the chromosome discovered by the Fleming, but the term was coined by the Waldeyer. Chromosome term was called by the Waldeyer. So first we need to understand about what is the actual chromosome is. What is chromosome is? So chromosome is nothing but it's a macroscopic thread-like part, macroscopic thread-like structure of the cell that carry hereditary information, in the form of genes. A defining feature of any chromosome is its compactness. For instance, the 46 chromosomes are found in human cell, as you know very well. Okay. If you see the structure and location of a chromosome, which are among chief difference between virus, prokaryote, and eukaryote. The non-living viruses, they have chromosome which consisting of either DNA or RNA. That material is tightly packed into their viral head, you can say. Viral head. A chromosome of eukaryotic cells consist of DNA which is attached with the protein core. They are also contain RNA. The remainder of this article pertain to eukaryotic chromosomes. So the eukaryotic species or eukaryotic chromosome has a different characteristic number of the chromosomes species. Okay. The historical perspective of this chromosome, if we talk about the historical perspective of view, the chromosome was discovered by the Fleming. Was discovered by the history. It began with the research conducted by Gregor John Mendel. Gregor John Mendel. Then later on, in 1866, Haeckel first described the nucleus. Ernest Haeckel described the nucleus as a center of passing element that determine the hereditary characteristic in that case. Then later on, the process of reductional cell division, formation of gamete or meiosis was discovered. Then in 1902, the law of inheritance and behavior of chromosome are found to be parallel as noted by the Walter Sitter, Theodore Boveri and others. They noted that chromosomes are paired in somatic cells. The reductional division or meiosis occur within the gametes, and finally the fertilization restores the paired status of the chromosomes. Paired status of chromosome. So that is the development of the uh, historical perspective of it. So according to the classical cytological study, each chromosome structurally consists of a limiting membrane that is called as pellicle. Limiting membrane that is called as pellicle, and which is in amorphous matrix and have two very thin, highly coiled filament, highly coiled filament are called chromonema. It is called as chromonema and chromonimeta. Both chromonimeta remain intimately coiled in a spiral manner with each other and have a series of microscopically visible bead-like swelling along its length that is called as chromomere. That's called as chromomere. Here you can see the portion that is known as nuclear organizer regions. B is the chromosomes, C is the nucleus. C is nucleus. Recent findings condemn the view that chromosomes have pellicle amorphous matrix and chromosomes. A chromosome is an organized structure of the DNA and protein that is found in the cell. It is a single piece of coiled DNA which contains many genes, regulatory elements, and other nucleotide sequences. The DNA may composed of 10,000 to more than 10 lakhs crowds nucleotides in production, millions of the nucleotides. Each chromosome has a constriction that is called a centromere. Location of centromere chromosomes give it characteristic shape. Give it characteristic shape. This is the DNA double helical structures which form arm centers and strong proteins. Now, what are the different types of chromosomes? Cells may contain more than one type of chromosome. For example, mitochondria in eukaryotes and chloroplast in plants have their own genetic material. Viral chromosomes. The viral chromosomes contain either DNA or RNA. DNA containing a viral chromosome may be either of linear shape, T2, T3, T4, T5 bacteriophages, or circular shape. That is most animal viruses and certain bacteriophages. RNA contained viral chromosome are composed of a linear single-stranded RNA molecules and other animal viruses. Now we will talk about the prokaryotic chromosomes. Prokaryotic chromosomes are nothing but uh, these are the viruses which is circular double stranded. Prokaryotic chromosome is a single circular double stranded DNA molecule, but has no protein RNA around the DNA molecule like eukaryotes. So different protein prokaryote species have different size. So these prokaryotic cells also have uh, chrom- uh, uh, chromosomal DNA other than the chromosome, non-chromosomal DNA. That which is with extra chromosomal genetic prokaryotic cells have a extra chromosomal genetic material. So this chromosomal genetic material is not associated with the chromosomes. Chromosomes have single circular double stranded DNA molecules. Most of the genes which encoding them are present in the prokaryote. Similarly, the eukaryotic chromosomes differ from the prokaryotic chromosome in morphology, chemical composition, and molecular structures. The eukaryotic chromosomes contain more uh, large number of the genes. They contain large number of the genes. And the eukaryotic chromosomes are very dense as compared to prokaryotic chromosomes. They are highly dense in terms of genetic information, in terms of chromosomal, non-chromosomal material. In terms of chromosomal material and non-chromosomal material. But there are different species. There are different species uh, which contain different number of chromosomes, which contain packaged by protein, which is a condensed structure called chromatin. Nuclear chromosome are packaged by protein into a condensed structure that is called chromatin. This allows very long DNA molecules to fit into the cell nucleus. The shape of the chromosome is changeable from phase to phase. During the cell division, interphase to M phase, when cell structure, this chromosome structure is also keeps changing from linear to metaphase stage, condensed, uncondensed to condensed stages. They are thin, coiled, elastic, thread-like structure during the interphase when no cell division occurs. And they are called chromatid-like structure. During the metaphase stage of mitosis, prophase of meiosis, these chromatid threads become highly coiled and folded to form compact and individual distinct ribbon-shaped chromosomes. These chromosomes contain clear zones called kinetochores and centromere along their length. Each chromosome has one centromere with one or two arms, projecting them to centromere. In addition to most eukaryotic have a small circular mitochondrial genome. Some eukaryotes may have additional small circular or linear cytoplasmic cytoplasm. The number and position of centromere is variable, but it is definite to a specific chromosome cells. According to number of centromere, the eukaryotic chromosomes may be acentric. Acentric means without centromere. Monocentric with one center. Dicentric with two centromere. Polycentric with more than two centromere. According to the position of centromere, the eukaryotic chromosomes may be rod-shaped, heliocentric, ectocentric, J-shaped, submetacentric, V-shaped, metacentric. Besides centromere, the chromosome may bear terminal unipolar segment called telomeres. Terminal unipolar segments called telomeres. Certain chromosomes contain an additional specialized segment that is known as nucleus organizer region, which is associated with the nucleus. Position of centromere in metacentric, submetacentric, ectocentric, telocentric chromosomes. Centromere are ectocentric, so at the top, centromere present at the top. Telocentric, I-shaped. Submetacentric is V-shaped. Metacentric is J-shaped, L-shaped. Now interphase chromatin. The density of the chromatin varies along with length of the chromosome. Denses are called heterochromatin. Less dense regions are called euchromatin. The euchromatin, which consists of DNA that is active and being expressed as the protein. The heterochromatin, which consists of mostly inactive DNA, it seems to serve structural purpose during the chromosomal stasis. The heterochromatin can be further distinguished into different types: constitutive heterochromatin and facultative, which is never expressed. It is located around the centromere and usually contains repetitive sequences, while facultative heterochromatin is sometimes expressed. Then what is haploid and diploid? In contrast to prokaryote, most eukaryotic cells are diploid. The number of chromosomes in a dual sets of diploid somatic cells is called a diploid number 2R. That is represented by 2N. One set of chromosomes from the maternal female parents and one from paternal male parents are called homologous chromosomes. The sex cell, sperm, ova of diploid eukaryotic cells contain half the number of chromosomes that found in somatic cells, are known as haploid cells. A haploid set of chromosomes is called a genome. The fertilization restore a diploid number of diploid species. Now, chemical structure of chromosomes. The chemical eukaryotic chromosomes are composed of deoxy and ribonucleic acid DNA, ribonucleic acid RNA, histone proteins, which control regulate the function of chromosomal DNA. Non-histone proteins, regulatory molecules, enzymatic activity. Certain metallic ions as calcium ion, magnesium ion, which maintain the organization of chromosome intact. Okay. So, if you see the basic structure of chromosome structure, so that chromosome structure is divided into contain with the arm, contain the arm. It's DNA, RNA, contain histone protein, non-histone protein, and other structure also. So the if you talk about the structure of chromosome, which also contain telomere, centromere, likewise. So structure of chromosome, which is just like in short arm, long arm, DNA, RNA, external protein control regulate the function of the chromosomal DNA. Non-histone proteins which act as a regulatory molecule and enzymatic activities. There are certain metallic ions like calcium, manganese, which maintain the organization of chromosome intact. If you see the basic structure of the chromosome, which is a part of which contain centromere, telomere, pellicles, matrix, chromosomer. So pellicle is it is outer layer, outer envelope of substance of the chromosome. It is very thin and form the achromatic substances. Matrix is a ground substance of chromosome which contain the chromosomer. It is form of non-genetic information, non-genetic material. Chromosomer, which is embedded in the matrix of each chromosome, which are two identical spirally coiled threads, chromosomer. The two chromosomer which are tightly coiled together that appear as single thread of about 800 amino. Each chromosomer consists of about 8 microfibrils, each of which is formed in double helix of DNA. In mitotic metaphase chromosomes, the following structure features except chromosomes can be seen, like chromatid, chromonema, chromomere, centromere, secondary constrictions, telomere, satellite. So, what is the difference between these 4 segments? Now, centromere. Centromere is a small structure of the chromonema marked by the constriction which is recognized as the permanent structure in the chromosome, which is termed as centromere. At this point, two chromosomes are joined together. It is known as centromere kinetophore or primary constrictions. It divided the chromosome into two sections, arms. The short arm of the chromosome is labeled with the P arm, and long arm with the Q arm. The position is constant for the given type of chromosome for feature of the identifications. Secondary constriction, nuclear organizer regions. The chromosome besides primary constrictions or centromere, which possess secondary constriction at any point of the chromosome. Constant in their position or extent, these constrictions are useful in identifying particular chromosome sites. The chromosome region distal to the secondary constrictions, it means region between the secondary constriction and nearest telomere is known as satellite. Therefore, the chromosomes having secondary constrictions are called as satellite chromosomes or set chromosomes. The nucleolus is always associated with the secondary constriction or set chromosome. Therefore, secondary constriction are called as nuclear organizer regions. Telomere, it's a top part, or top portion of the chromosome. These are specialized end of the chromosomes, which exhibit physiological differentiation polarity. Each extremity of chromosomes with its polarity prevent other chromosomal segments to be fused with it. The chromosomal ends are known as telomere. If a chromosome breaks, the broken end can fuse with each other due to lack of telomere. So there are some different class of chromosomes like autosomal sex chromosomes. So autosomes are nothing but these are the sets of the somatic chromosomes. The genetic traits that are linked to the sex of a person are passed on through the sex chromosome. The rest of the genetic information present on the autosomes. Just like human have 23 pair of the chromosomes in the cells, 22 pair of autosomes, 1 pair of sex chromosomes. Okay. So that is all about the chromosome structure. So molecular structure of chromosome according to recent study, widely accepted theory by the Dupont and Henrys, that is unistranded theory. Each eukaryotic chromosome is composed of a single, greatly elongated, and highly folded nucleoprotein fiber. Nucleoprotein fiber is in turn composed of single, linear, double-stranded DNA molecules, which remain wrapped with equal amount of histone and non-histone proteins, which is variable amount of different kinds of RNA. So here you can see the fiber folded model. Folded model of chromosome structure explain about the structure of fiber type of structure. Okay, that is presented by the Dupont. It is given by the Deeper molecular structure. So this folded mystery of the chromosome is resolved by the diplo. The chromosome of eukaryotic organism, which is complex structure organization of DNA protein, the exact structure organization of protein and DNA to form the chromatin material is a curious question. So, however, folded model of chromosomes is proposed by Dipro in 1965. They published the articles based on a study on human chromosomes using the electron microscope. The, there are some important features of this fiber folded model. Each chromosome contains a single but long and coiled model fibers, as you can see in the picture. In that case, this chromosome contains a single but long coiled structures. A single chromatin fiber is more or less uniform. Okay. So, by the electron microscopy, you can see clearly the single chromosome fiber is more or less uniform in the thickness. Then they suggested the thickness of the fiber, which is around 200 to 250. Single chromatin fiber contains a single DNA double helix with associated protein. 20 angstrom thickness DNA double helix is packed spirally to form the fiber. This fiber is then coiled to form 10 to 100 angstrom fiber. That is called as type A fiber. If you see the packaging ratio in fiber folded model, the packaging ratio of DNA is varies from 200 to 250 angstrom. Okay, and then packaging ratio is 6:1, 6:1 for type A fiber. The fiber is supposed to contain a DNA histone helix. The DNA histone helix is a supercoiled condition. So it is present in DNA superhelix present in a DNA helix is a supercoiled condition. The histone proteins which are bound on outer side of the DNA and form a shell around the DNA. So the Dipro called this histone coat of histone as a histone shell. Dipro called histone coat of a chromosome as histone shell. So sometimes this question is asked into the exam, what is the histone cells? So in the S phase of cell cycle, the chromatid undergo a round of replication to form two sister chromatids. The sister chromatid are held together by an unreplicated region of chromatin fiber. Unreplicated region of chromatin fiber. So there are some demerit of this folded fiber model is that Dipro folded fiber model of chromosome is not accepted in the scientific community, not accepted in scientific community because DNA histone association is only described, that is considered unlikely to describe that DNA itself is a loop around histone from the nucleosomes. We know that histones are not forming shell around the DNA. DNA is not void inside the protein shell, while the protein shell is around the DNA. DNA is freely exposed along the entire surface of the genetic expression. Dipro model was replaced. Dipro model was replaced by the most popular and universal accepted nucleosomes models. Okay, so this is all about the model of proposed model of chromosome structures. If you see the multimodal structure of the chromosome, there are different kinds of unusual form of the chromosome. The eukaryotic chromosomes have been classified into autosomal and sex chromosome. The sex chromosome determine the sex of the bearer. They are usually X and Y. Now, a special type of chromosomes. Special type of chromosomes. Uh, Polytene chromosomes. Polytene chromosomes. You know very well that sometimes chromosomes, sometimes the chromosomes get different class of different kinds of structures, different kinds of structure as compared to normal structures. They contain a special uniform structures. Okay. So there are three special type of chromosomes, just like polytene chromosomes or salivary chromosomes. These polytene chromosomes are known as these polytene chromosomes are known as uh, what we call them as salivary glands. They are present in salivary glands. Present in salivary glands. They are known as giant chromosomes because if you see the structure of these polytene chromosomes, they are look like the giant. They look like the giant. They first observed in the cell of salivary gland. They first observed in the salivary gland, gut, trachea, and other body part of dipteran insect by the Balbiani. Giant chromosome of this first observed by the Balbiani. In 1881. So this question is asked: protein chromosome, salivary chromosome is discovered by the Balbiani. The name polytene was assigned to this chromosome by the Kohler. Kohler was the scientist who assigned the name polytene. Polytene chromosomes are much larger than normal somatic chromosomes. They're much larger. How this increase in the size of chromosome is brought about is unknown. Giant chromosome consists of bundle of the chromosome fibers, which arises by the series of about 10 conjugative duplications of the initial chromosome pair, which increase the DNA content about 1,000 times the DNA content of somatic cells. Because of multi-strand conditions, these chromosomes are called polytene chromosomes. Now, the process of replication of strand without separation is called endoduplication. Reduplication. Process of reduplication of the strand without separation is called a endoduplication. The homologous polytene chromosome always remain close paired in mitotic proteins. This is called as somatic pairing. And these chromosomes are thought to be involved in permanent prophase. Polytene chromosomes bear, along with their entire length of series, dark band, ultraviolet light band. Dark band are now narrow and broad except structure. They are euchromatic in nature, contain large amount of the DNA. They contain large amount of DNA. Small amount of DNA are certain basic proteins. They are fusion positive, absorb the ultraviolet light to 600 nanometer. So the light band or interband are fibrillar, fusion negative, heterochromatic region which contain a small amount of DNA. Large amount of RNA and acidic proteins, they absorb little amount of the UV light. The number distribution localization of these bands are notably similar in homologous protein chromosomes. The centromere of all these chromosomes used to form the chromonym. During certain developmental stage, a single band or adjacent band of polytene chromosomes produce local reversible swelling, which are called chromosome of Balbiani rings, bulbs. So the chromonimeta of polytene chromosome give out many series of the loop letters. These loops or ring are known as Balbiani rings, and they are rich in DNA or RNA. Balbiani. They are rich in Balbiani ring. Okay. This is the structure of the polytene chromosomes here. mRNA, DNA chromosome, first Balbiani ring is present. Next is Lamb-Bruce chromosomes. These Lamb-Bruce chromosomes are a special type of chromosomes which are found in nucleus of certain oocytes of many vertebrates, such as fish, amphibian, reptiles, birds, during the prolonged reproductive stages of first meiosis. They are also found in nucleus of the Drosophila, spermatocytes. The most important thing, Lamb-Bruce chromosome was first observed by the Fleming in 1882. Give and then was proposed by the Ruckert in 1892. These chromosomes may sometimes become larger than the polynamic or polytene chromosome of salivary glands and dipterans. The largest chromosomes may sometimes be long as 1 million Urodil amphibians. These chromosomes consist of main axis and many fine lateral projections or loop which give the appearance of testis, brush and lamellus. Actually, the main axis consists of four chromatids of two bivalent chromosomes. Chromonometa of these chromatids give out loop at the lateral sides. Only the kinetochore bear no lateral loops. which study the loop which electron microscope suggests the loops are integral part of chromometer. Generally, 1 to 9 loops are present from a single chromosomal area. The size of this loop is varies every according to 9.5 micron to nearly 200 micrometer. So these loops, loop matrix, they are mainly consist of the RNA and the proteins, while bulk DNA and RNA. So the loop formations is interpreted by the ball. Loop formation is interpreted by the ball as a reversible phylogenetic changes, which is probably non-genetic. The number of pair of loop increase in the meiosis till it reaches a maximum diploidy. After diploiding stage, the number of loop pair gradually decrease and loop disappear at metaphase chromosomes. There are phylogenetic studies which indicate loop of Lemurus chromosomes, 12 and ring of 13 chromosomes are the site of active genes. Now, in case of uh, prokaryote also, there is a unusual chromosome is present. Unusual chromosome is present. So this is known as prokaryote nucleoid. A cell of prokaryotes or eukaryotes such as bacteria, blue-green, are characterized by absence of well-organized nucleus. In this case, definite nuclear envelope as well as nuclei is lacking. The electron microscope study has revealed the central region of that chromometer. Central region of that chromometer. So if that indicate the single DNA strand, that indicate the single DNA strand. Single DNA strand. Now next is a special type of chromosome that is Balbiani chromosome, B chromosome. In addition to the normal chromosomes, karyotypes, there are some plants, animal, fungal species which contain B chromosome. This B chromosome is also known as supernumerary, accessory, conditional, dispensable, lineage-specific chromosomes. These chromosomes are not essential for the life of a species, but they are lacking in some of individual. Thus, a population consists of individual like 0, 1, 2, 3 B chromosome. B chromosome are distinct from the marker chromosome are distinct from the chromosome. Then how the question come into mind, how does B chromosome get originated? The evolutionary origin of this supernumerary chromosome, they have been derived from the heterochromatic segment. They are derived from the heterochromatic segment of the normal chromosome in remote. That's why we regard them as a supernumerary, as well as very special category of genetic polymorphism. Okay, so if we see the functions of this B chromosome, most of the B chromosomes are mainly or entirely heterochromatic in nature because they are derived from heterochromatic portion of the genome. Heterochromatic means that portion is a non-coding portion, but some are contain sizable euchromatic segment also, which they are coding signals. Such of B chromosomes are present in the maize, which are euchromatic in maize. In some cases, the B chromosome acts as a selfish genetic element. In other cases, the B chromosome provides some positive adaptive advantages. For instance, British grasshopper has two structural type of B chromosome, that is metacentric and submetacentric. Supernumerary, which have a satellite DNA, occur in hot, dry climate environment, some other absent in humid and cooler localities. There is evidence of deleterious effect of supernumerary chromosome on pollen fertility. Deleterious effect has been reported of these B chromosome on the pollen fertility, and which is favorable effect of association with particularly heavy, that is also known as number of species. Now, this B chromosome play important significant role in positive role on normally A chromosome in some circumstances. Okay, and these B chromosome are the extra chromosome to the standard complements. In long-term evolution, if we consider long-term evolution, outcome of host genome to eliminate B chromosome suppress the other effect. B chromosome's ability to escape through the generation of new variants. So they interact with the standard chromosome, the B chromosome, interact with the standard chromosomes. And the V chromosome also has following effect on A chromosomes. They increase asymmetry. They increase the asymmetry of chiasma distributions. And they increase crossing over and recombination frequencies. Also increase crossing over and recombination frequency, which increase the variations. They also cause increased unpaired chromosome fertility. Increased unpaired chromosome fertility also. Then next, the B chromosomes have tendency to accumulate in meiotic cell product, resulting in uh, resulting in the production of increasing MB number of copper generations. So in fungi, the B chromosome are also reported in the fungi. The different isolate of same species often have different chromosome number. These supernumerary chromosomes do not carry genes that are necessary for the basic fungal growth, but they have some functional significance. For example, it has been discovered that supernumerary chromosomes of the key pathogens, Haematobacteria, Haematophyta, carry the genes that are important to disease-causing capacity of the fungus. Supernumerary DNA was found to code for a group of enzyme that metabolite toxins known as phytoallergens. That is also possible that supernumerary elements originated in horizontal gene transfer. But even because sequence analysis often indicate that they have different evolutionary history from essential chromosome DNA. So that is all about the B chromosomes. Next is holokinetic chromosomes. These holokinetic chromosomes are nothing else, the name itself indicating holokinetic chromosomes. These holokinetic chromosomes, because during the cell division, the chromatid move apart in a parallel fashion. Okay. Holokinetic or holocentric chromosomes. The holocentric or holokinetic chromosomes that possess multiple kinetochores. They have more than one kinetochore along with their arms. The chromosome of most plant animals have centromere that are required to one specific position in each chromosome. In number of animals, especially in insect or other order Hemiptera, few mostly monochromatic class, the kinetic activity is distributed over the entire chromosome. Kinetic activity is distributed means the chromosome have more than one centro- centromere. Okay. They have more than one centromere. Kinetic. That's why. In mitotic metaphase, the chromatid of holokinetic chromosomes orient parallel to the equator. One chromatid toward the pole and other chromatid toward the other pole. So that we have reported in case of holokinetic structure. They are reported in the different class of insects. The holocentric or holokinetic chromosomes refer to chromosomes which lack the primary constrictions. They do not have primary constrictions corresponding to a centromere which occur in monocentric chromosomes. Then they possess multiple kinetochores. They have multiple kinetochores that they disperse along the chromosomes. Axis so microtubules bind to chromosomes along the entire length and move broadside to pole from the metaphase. These chromosomes are also termed holokinetic. Holocentric chromosomes are also known as holokinetic because during the cell division, the chromatid will move apart in parallel and do not form the classical V-shaped figure, typically in monocentric chromosomes, like found in monocentric chromosomes. Holocentric chromosomes evolved several times during both animal and plant evolutions. Are currently reported is about 800 diverse species, which include plant, insect, Archenula, and nematode, which is reported. There is a consequence of diffuse kinetochores. Holocentric chromosomes may stabilize the chromosome fragment, which favoring the karyotype clear evolution. However, holocentric chromosome may also prevent limitations to crossing over, causing restriction of number of chromosomes. Now, genetic significance of the chromosomes. Chromosomes are considered as the organ of heredity because of following reason they form link between two generations. A diploid chromosome set consists of two morphologically similar, except X and Y chromosome set. One is derived from the mother, that is X chromosome, another from the father for fertilization. The genetic material, DNA or RNA, is located in the chromosome and its content are relatively constant from one generation to next generation. The chromosome maintain and replicate the genetic informations contained in DNA. Information is transcribed at right time proper sequence into a specific sequence of RNA molecules, which direct the synthesis of different types of proteins to form molecule. Now, karyotype. Karyotype is a characteristic feature of the chromosome complement of a eukaryotic species. The preparation and study of karyotype is a part of cytogenetics. Now, study of whole chromosomes known as karyotype. Study of whole chromosomes. Whole set of chromosomes is sometimes known as karyology. The chromosomes are depicted or rearrangement of depicted in a standard format known as karyogram. In pairs ordered by the size and position, by the size and their position on a pictorial representation. That is a pictorial representation. So we can define karyotype as a process by which photographs of chromosomes are taken in order to determine the chromosome complement of an individual, which includes the number of chromosomes of any abnormality. The term karyotype is also used for complete set of chromosomes in a species or individual organism. Karyotype describes chromosome count of an organism in that chromosomes look like under a microscope. Tensions. The study of whole set of chromosomes is sometimes referred as karyology. The chromosomes are depicted in a standard format that is known as karyogram or ideogram in pairs ordered by the size and position of centromere. Chromosome of same size. The basic number of chromosomes in somatic cells of individual species called as somatic number is at 2n in germline. In sex, the chromosome number is n or haploid and is 23 in case of human, while 2n is 46. So in normal diploid organism, autosomal chromosomes are present in two copies. There may or may not be sex chromosomes. Polyploid cells have multiple sets of chromosomes, haploid cells single set. And they are first, if we talk about the karyotype, chromosome was first discovered by the Nageli and later on Darlington. The subsequent history of concept is given by the Darlington and Michael. The chromosomal morphology work on the 46 chromosomes. The complete karyotyping of human chromosome done by Geo and Levans using cell in tissue culture, pretreating cell in hypotonic solutions, arresting the mitosis metaphase by solution colchicine, then squashing the preparation slides. Okay. So that is the karyotyping. Karyotype can be used for many purposes to study the chromosomal aberrations. What are the different chromosomal aberrations is going on in the cell. Then cellular function, to study the cellular function also. Taxonomic relationship, we can come up with a taxonomic relationship by studying this to gather the genetic information about past evolutionary stages. This karyotype helps to study all these things. To study karyotype is made possible by the stem. Now there are 6 different characteristics of karyotype which are usually observed and compared. First, difference in absolute size of the chromosome. So when we have done the karyotype, so we can make the difference between the absolute set size of the chromosomes. Difference in the position of centromeres. This is bring about by the translocations. And difference in the relative size of segment changes of the chromosomes. Difference in basic number of chromosomes also. Difference in number and position of satellite. Difference in degree and distribution of heterochromatic regions. Then heterochromatic stands darker than euchromatic region, which indicate tight packaging mainly consists of genetically inactive repetitive DNA sequences. Variations. Variation is often found between the sex, between the germline and somatic cells, between member populations. Geographical variations also observed different races, molecular and normal individuals. Now, ideograms. Ideograms are the schematic representation of the chromosome. They show the relative size of the chromosome and their bending pattern. The bending pattern appears when a tight coiled chromosome is stained with a specific chemical solution and heat applied. Some part of chromosome are stained, that is known G-bend, while other are refused to adopt, that is R-bend. Below is an ideogram of each human chromosome. Next to one schematic representation chromosome was added to the rendered from the DNA data. The G1 area with proportion more 80 pairs are normally colored black, which colored 80 base pair black and GC with bases white. You can see in the picture 80 pair with the black color and GC with the white color. So this is the ideal ideogram for the human chromosome for all 46 chromosomes. Okay. So this is all about the chromosome structure, function, ideotyping, karyotyping. Thank you.